National Parents Day is Sunday, and there's nothing like parenthood to make you question just about every aspect of your life. We're talking parenting styles and how to take care of yourself, among other things. So we are meeting with someone today who literally wrote a book on living a life of joy and purpose to be the best parent that you can be. We have author Rachel Marie Martin joining us now with a very special message from her book, Get Your Spark Back. So Rachel, it's so good to have you with us. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm super happy to be here today.
All right, let's dive into this. Let's start talking about differences in parenting styles, because, I mean, even thinking back to, the way that our parents raised us and the way things are done now, there's differences there. So how do you perceive, a parenting style and the approach that you use with children today, just how it's different?
I think today's generation of parents, it's more like a partnership where we're trying to figure out what's in their best interest. It's no longer that my way is the highway kind of parenting. It's really a conversation, a dialogue. And that word partnership is definitely part of parenting today.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, how do you think that can impact, long-term relationships with parents and with kids themselves when you talk about that partnership style in parenting?
I really believe it forms this connection, this bond between you and your child, where you recognize their autonomy, their individuality, and you're really there to help them kind of be a guide on the way and to lead them in the direction and to help them uncover who they really are.
What about technology? Because it's everywhere, Rachel, right? Like it's everything we do. It's all around us. So what are some ways that you think technology has transformed parenthood and just, maybe some tips on how we can navigate these changes as parents?
Well, I happen to love technology, being a mom with older kids that live across the country. But technology, I actually believe it can bring families closer together. My younger siblings have great relationships with their older siblings who live across the country. And as parents, it's being responsible with the technology, being a part of their lives, having that open communication and embracing the gifts and the paths that we can use technology in our parenting and in our lives.
So one of the things that, Rachel, that you cover in your book is maintaining a sense of individuality as a parent, right? It can be really easy, I think, to lose yourself and just the hustle and bustle of everything that's required of you as a parent. So what are some tips that you have for parents who are trying to navigate, finding their own voice again and just, sparking the same passions that they used to have?
Well, first of all, if you've ever felt that, like, I don't know who I am anymore or what's next, you're not alone. How do I get my spark back is one of the most common questions I receive. And the real path is when you start to invest in yourself and you reignite your own story, you are actually modeling to your children what it's like to keep their spark going. And as a parent, that's kind of the greatest gift, is to be the example for all of them.
Yeah, so good to hear, and a good reminder too for those of us who are, in the thick of it to remember who we are as people and not just as parents as well. But give us some more insight in what's inside of your book, Get Your Spark Back, Rachel.
It's really a guide. It's the guide to how do you go about doing it. It answers the questions like, what if I don't have any time? Or what if it's too late? Or what if I don't have money? And it takes the questions we have to putting off getting our spark back to someday to making it a priority today.
So I'm guessing that, you mentioned you're a mom, you've got kids that are older, you mentioned they live all over the place. What was it that made you want to sit down and to write this book, Get Your Spark Back? Because I'm guessing that you've had some experiences that led you into doing this, right?
Well, I had my own moment of all of a sudden realizing, you know what, who am I now? The kids are growing up and I don't really know anymore. And then it coupled with the question of the readers saying, hey, how do I do this? And that passion inspired me to decide I'm going to put it in words and then share it with the world, because I really believe when we live our lives with our spark ignited, we encourage and inspire others to do the same.
Hey, well said. A beautiful message you have there. Rachel, how can we keep up with you, what you have going on, and of course get updates about maybe new projects that you have? Where can we follow you?
You can find me on my website, findingjoy.net, or on Facebook at Finding Joy Blog. And my book is at getyoursparkbackbook.com.
Very nice. A very special message ahead of National Parents Day on Sunday. Author Rachel Marie Martin, thank you so much for taking the time to hang with us here in Atlanta. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it as well.
And again, you can pick up Rachel's book, Get Your Spark Back, out right now. We'll share a link on our website, fox5atlanta.com.